I am Archangel Michael. I reveal only what heaven commands. And tonight, I must warn you. It is a hidden chapter inside your destiny, and yet you do not even know it. Child of light, listen to me carefully. For what I am about to reveal is not an ordinary story. It is a warning and a prophecy. Every soul believes their life is their own, that the moment they are born, their story begins, fresh and untouched. But that is not the truth. The truth is darker, heavier, and far more mysterious, because your story did not begin the day you opened your eyes. No, it began long before, with choices others made, with lives others lived, and with a death that you do not yet know, but one that is woven into your destiny like an invisible thread. Imagine a thread of light stretching from the heavens down to the earth. That thread passes through generations, through strangers, through lovers, through enemies. It touches one life, then another, and finally, it reaches you. You walk today, thinking your steps are free, but in truth, you are walking on a path already stained by someone else's ending, someone who left this world in silence, someone whose last breath carried a secret, and that secret is now hidden inside your journey. You do not know their name, you do not know their face, but their shadow walks beside you. Every decision you make, every path you choose is quietly influenced by a death you have never witnessed. Perhaps you have felt it, that sudden shiver down your spine when the night is too still, that strange pull in your heart when you pass a place you've never been but it feels familiar, the déjà vu that haunts your steps, the dream that repeats itself though you don't understand why. These are not accidents, these are whispers, whispers of a soul who ended their journey so that yours could begin. I, Michael, Archangel of Truth, tell you this: your life is not isolated. It is a continuation. It is a bridge. It is a story already written in blood, sealed with tears, and marked by a death that echoes through time. You wonder why your life feels heavy sometimes, as though burdens you do not remember weigh upon your heart. You wonder why certain fears grip you, though you've never faced them. It is because you carry the echo of that death, not in your body, but in your spirit. You live unaware, but the heavens do not. We see the thread, we see the chain, we see how their last breath tied itself to your first. And I must tell you, child, this connection will not remain hidden forever. For truth does not sleep. Secrets do not remain buried, and sooner than you think, the moment will come when their story collides with yours. And when that moment arrives, your life will never be the same again. So listen to me closely. Be watchful Be awake, because the thread of death and destiny is already wrapped around you. And though you cannot see it yet, the day will come when you will be forced to confront it. You will ask yourself, why me? Why is their death tied to my life? And the answer will change everything you believe about yourself and about the people around you. This is only the beginning. The unseen thread has already touched you. You walk with the shadow of the departed, though you cannot see them, but you will. And when you do, you will understand why I, Archangel Micheal, have spoken these words into your soul tonight.
Child of light, you have heard me speak of the unseen thread, the connection between your destiny and a death you do not yet know. But now I must tell you how the signs first arrive. For heaven does not leave you blind. The signs always come before the revelation. At first, it feels like nothing. A strange dream you brush away when you wake. A sound in the silence of the night. A face that flickers in your memory, though you swear you have never met them. You call it coincidence, but I tell you, there are no coincidences. Only signals, messages, delivered to your soul when your mind is too distracted to listen. Perhaps you have felt it already, a sudden weight in your chest, as if grief that does not belong to you has entered your heart. Perhaps you have woken at the same hour of the night, over and over again, though you do not know why. Perhaps a name has appeared in your thoughts, a name that means nothing to your life, and yet it refuses to leave you. This is the first sign, the whisper of the departed soul, reaching out to you, reminding you that their ending is not separate from your beginning. The signs grow stronger with time. A feather at your doorstep when no bird has flown above. A sudden chill in a room where no wind enters. The flicker of a light when you speak a certain thought. A song that plays again and again, as if the world itself is trying to remind you of something you cannot yet recall. These are not tricks. They are permissions granted from heaven, allowing the dead to remind the living that their story has not ended, that their story is waiting inside your story. I, Micheal, tell you this. Pay attention, for the first sign is never loud. It is gentle. It is quiet. It comes like a whisper, like the rustle of wings in the dark. And only those who are awake in spirit will notice. The rest will laugh. They will dismiss it. They will say, "It is only my imagination." But you cannot dismiss it, because it will not leave you alone. Perhaps you will see a stranger's eyes and feel a pain you cannot explain. Perhaps you will visit a place you have never been and feel your heart race as though you are walking on familiar ground. Perhaps you will hear someone speak a story of loss, and your soul will tremble as though it is your own grief. This is the first sign, the signal that someone's death is not far from you, that their blood, their story, their unfinished ending is tied to your destiny. Child, do not fear these signs. They are not curses. They are invitations. Invitations to look deeper, to listen closer, to open your heart to what heaven is preparing to reveal. For when the signs grow stronger, you will realize something terrifying. The soul connected to your life is not a stranger after all. They are closer than you imagine, closer than your heartbeat, closer than your shadow. And when the truth is revealed, you will see why their death could never be separated from your story. This is the first sign, the whisper before the storm, the candle before the fire, the faint echo before the voice that shakes your entire life. Be awake, be ready, for the signs have already begun, and once you notice them, there is no turning back.
Child of light, you have heard of the unseen thread. You have felt the first signs. But now I must take you into the shadows where truth hides. For behind every death that lingers in destiny, there is betrayal. Not all departures are written by heaven. Some are stolen by the hands of man. Some are forced by lies, jealousy, greed, and silence. And when such a death occurs, the wound does not close. The wound bleeds into generations until someone, perhaps you, is chosen to carry the truth into the light. The one whose death is tied to your story did not leave this world in peace. No. Their final moments were marked by silence that screamed, by love that turned into poison, by trust that was broken in the cruelest way. And now their soul seeks to finish what was left undone. But hear me, the betrayal that ended their life did not end with them. It is still alive, and it lives in the people around you. You think you know who protects you. You think you know who smiles with sincerity, who holds your hand with loyalty, who whispers to you with love. But child, I must warn you, the one who betrayed them is tied to you even now, perhaps by blood, perhaps by trust, perhaps by love, perhaps by friendship. But make no mistake, the betrayer's shadow still stands near you. That is why the signs come. That is why the dead whisper, because they know you are walking with someone who carries the same darkness, the same secret, the same hand that once ended their life. And until you see it, you are in danger. Imagine this. A hand reaches out to you in kindness. A voice calls your name with warmth. And yet, behind their eyes is the same betrayal that once ended another's life. Do you feel it now? That unexplainable discomfort you sometimes get with certain people? That sudden doubt in your heart? That is not weakness. It is warning. It is the echo of betrayal trying to reach you. I, Michael, tell you the truth. The betrayal is closer than you think. The soul who died whispers not only to reveal their own ending, but to protect you from repeating their fate. They are trying to show you who can be trusted and who cannot, who stands with you in light and who waits in darkness for the moment to strike. Child, you may not believe it now. You may say, the ones I love would never betray me. The ones I trust would never harm me. But so said the one who died. So said the one whose final breath was stolen. and their trust was the very blade that cut their soul free from this world. Do not be blind, do not be naive, for betrayal always hides behind a familiar face. And so I tell you, watch. Watch how they speak when they think you are not listening. Watch how their eyes shift when truth is near. Watch how their smile fades when light is upon you. The betrayer cannot hide forever. Their mask will slip, and when it does, you will see the shadow that has been tied to you all along. The death you do not yet know was no accident. It was a betrayal. And until you uncover who carries that betrayal still, you will remain tangled in a destiny that is not your own. This is the hidden truth. This is the warning. This is the shadow standing beside you. And when revelation comes, you will not only learn of the death that shaped your story, you will learn of the hand that caused it. Be ready, child, for betrayal is already closer than your heartbeat.
Child of light, you have heard me speak of the unseen thread. You have felt the first signs. You have begun to sense the shadow of betrayal. But now I must reveal what happens when the soul of the departed tries to speak. For death may silence the body, but it does not silence the spirit. When a soul leaves the world with peace, their silence is eternal, gentle, and calm. But when a soul leaves with secrets, with betrayal, with words left unspoken, their silence becomes restless. They seek a voice, and often that voice becomes yours. You may think you imagine it, a whisper in your ear when no one is near, a sudden call of your name though the room is empty, the feeling of a presence behind you though shadows stand still. This is not madness. This is not imagination. This is their message. The dead are not far, child. They do not walk the earth as you do, but their memory, their sorrow, their unfinished story clings to you like mist in the night. When you dream, they find you. When you fall into silence, they speak. When your heart trembles without reason, it is because their spirit has brushed against yours. They may send you images, a place you have never been, yet you see it so clearly in your sleep. A face that flickers in your mind, though you cannot place their name. A symbol, a number, a word, repeating again and again until you can no longer ignore it. These are not random. These are not mistakes. They are puzzle pieces, and each piece brings you closer to the truth of their death and to the truth of your destiny. Sometimes the message arrives in your body, a sudden ache in your chest, a pain in your breath, a shiver that rises though the air is warm. It is as if their final moment is echoing through you. They allow you to feel a fragment of what they endured, so that you will not dismiss the weight of their story. But hear me, the dead do not reach you to torment you. They reach you to prepare you, for the day is coming when the truth will stand before you, and if you are not ready, it will shatter you. So they whisper, they warn, they send you signs again and again, so that your spirit will not collapse when the revelation is finally unveiled. I, Micheal, tell you, the message of the dead is sacred. Do not mock it. Do not run from it. Do not drown it in distractions. For the one who died carries a truth that could save you from repeating their fate. And if you do not listen, you may find yourself walking the same road that ended their life.
Pay attention, child, to your dreams, to your thoughts, to the words that echo in your heart for no reason. For heaven has allowed this soul to reach you because your story and their death are tied together. And until you listen, until you understand, the message will grow louder. It will follow you. It will haunt you. It will push you until you finally open your eyes and see the truth. This is the message of the dead, a warning, a whisper, a cry for justice, a plea for you to awaken. Child, you are not alone in your journey, for the soul that lingers walks with you, and the day is coming when their voice will no longer whisper, but thunder.
Child of light, you have felt the unseen thread. You have witnessed the first signs. You have learned of the hidden betrayal. You have heard the whispers of the dead. And now the hour approaches that heaven calls the hour of revelation. It is the moment when shadows can no longer hide, the moment when secrets break their chains, the moment when truth, long buried, erupts like fire into your life. Do you feel it already? The shift in the air around you, the heaviness in your chest that has no explanation, the sudden changes in your life, people drawing near without reason, others pulling away without warning. This is no accident. This is the weaving of destiny tightening its grip. The soul that whispers, the betrayal that lingers, the signs that surround you, all of them move toward one single hour, the hour of revelation. In this hour, nothing remains hidden. Masks crack, lies tremble, and the betrayer who walks near you will feel their disguise slipping. You will begin to notice the smallest things, a word spoken too quickly, a silence that lasts too long, eyes that turn away when truth comes close. These are not little things, child. These are fractures in the mask. The hour is near, and the betrayer cannot hold their shadow much longer. And the soul who died knows this. That is why their whispers grow louder in your life. That is why their signs repeat again and again. They are guiding you to this very hour, because when it comes, you must not be unprepared. For truth is not gentle. Truth is not soft. Truth is a sword, and when it cuts through everything. Love, loyalty, comfort, belief. It leaves you trembling, but it also leaves you free. In the hour of revelation, you will begin to see connections you never imagined. You will realize that the one who smiles at you, the one who swears they protect you, may carry the same shadow that ended another's life. And the betrayer will grow restless. They will sense the truth is near. They may grow closer to you, pretending to care, or they may pull away, afraid of exposure. But child, whatever they do, do not be fooled. The hour is written, and nothing they attempt will stop it from arriving. I, Micheal, tell you this. When revelation strikes, you may feel your world collapsing. You may feel betrayed by love itself, but you must not fall into despair. For heaven allows truth to rise only when it is time, not to destroy you, but to free you,
to open your eyes, to make you stronger than the shadows that sought to deceive you. The hour of revelation is both terrifying and holy. Terrifying because it strips away illusions. Holy because it delivers justice. The soul who died waits for this hour. Their whispers have carried you here. And when the moment comes, you will finally understand why their death was never far from your life. Be awake, child. Be ready. The hour of revelation is near, and when it arrives, you will see who truly stands in light and who has always stood in darkness.
Child of light, the hour of revelation draws near, and when it arrives, you will not simply learn the truth, you will be tested by it. For truth is not a soft flame, truth is fire. And fire does not simply reveal, it burns. It burns illusions, it burns comfort, it burns the lies you wrapped around yourself to feel safe. And when those lies are stripped away, what will remain of you? This is the test of faith. A test not given to everyone, for many are too fragile, too blind, too unwilling to face what lies in the shadows. But you have been chosen to carry the truth, chosen to break the cycle, chosen to finish the story that began with another's death. And heaven does not choose without reason. You are stronger than you know. But that strength will only be proven in the fire of testing. When betrayal is uncovered, when the voice of the dead grows loud, when the truth stands naked before you, your heart will tremble. You will question everything. You will ask, how could they? Why me? Why now? Your faith will shake. Not faith in heaven alone, but faith in yourself, faith in love, faith in trust, faith in the very foundation of your life. And in that moment, the enemy will whisper, give up, doubt yourself, hide from the truth. It is too much for you to bear. But I, Micheal, tell you, do not surrender. For this is the test of faith, and passing it will unlock the destiny written for you since before your birth. Faith is not believing when everything is easy. Faith is believing when the world falls apart around you. Faith is holding on when the betrayer's smile fades into shadow. Faith is standing when the whispers of the dead shake your spirit. Faith is refusing to let despair become your master. The test of faith is not a punishment, child. It is a refining. Like gold placed in fire, your soul will be purified. The lies will melt away, the chains will fall, and the truth will remain shining like a blade in the sun. But hear me well, the test will not be gentle. The betrayer may try to twist your mind. They may say, it was not me, you are mistaken, you imagine things. They will grasp for power, for fear, for anything that can break your resolve. And the whispers of the dead will grow heavy, urging you to see what you do not want to see. You will feel caught between the living and the departed, between loyalty and truth, between fear and faith. This is the fire. This is the weight. This is the test. And so I say to you, cling to the light. When the shadow presses in, cling to heaven. When betrayal shatters your trust,
cling to the truth, for truth, though it wounds, also heals. The test of faith is not meant to destroy you, it is meant to awaken you, to make you unbreakable, to prepare you for the destiny waiting beyond the storm. Child, I will walk with you in this test. When you feel alone, know that I stand by your side, sword drawn, shield raised, for you are not abandoned, you are not forsaken, you are chosen, and chosen ones must be tested, so that their light cannot be extinguished by shadows. The death tied to your life, the betrayal hidden in your circle, the signs that pursue you, all of it is part of this test. And when you endure it, when you refuse to fall, heaven itself will open doors before you that no shadow can ever close. So stand firm, child of light. The test of faith is upon you. Do not run from it. Do not fear it. For when you pass through the fire, you will emerge not as the same soul who entered, but as the one heaven always intended you to be. And then the shadow will tremble. The betrayer will be unmasked, and the soul who whispers will finally rest.
Child of light, you have walked through the unseen thread. You have felt the first signs. You have glimpsed the betrayal. You have heard the whispers of the dead. You have endured the test of faith. But now, I must give you the last message before destiny itself moves. This is the final warning. Time is not standing still. The thread pulls tighter with each passing moment. The soul who lingers grows restless. The betrayer grows desperate. And you, child, stand at the edge of revelation. The final warning is not given to all. It is given only to those who are seconds away from the breaking point of destiny. It is heaven's last call before the storm strikes, and I am sent to speak it to you. Hear me. You cannot live blind any longer. You cannot dismiss the signs as imagination. You cannot run from the whispers. For the day is almost here when the truth will break into your life like a blade of light through the darkest night. And when that day comes, you will have no time to prepare. You must already be ready. The final warning comes with urgency. Your spirit already feels it, a restlessness in your sleep, a heaviness in your chest, an unease around certain faces, a dread that grows when you think of what waits ahead. This is not fear alone. This is your soul being prepared. You are being awakened so you will not collapse when the truth finally arrives. The betrayer is trembling even now. They sense the hour is near. They may change their tone with you. One moment warm, the next cold. One moment close, the next distant. They are losing control of their mask, for no mask can survive when heaven demands truth. Do not ignore these shifts. Do not explain them away, for they are proof that the shadow you suspect is indeed the shadow tied to betrayal and death. And the soul who whispers, they cry louder. Dreams grow vivid. Signs repeat. Accidents that feel like warnings unfold before your eyes. Child, this is no chaos. This is orchestration. This is heaven pulling every string so that you cannot miss what is about to arrive. But hear me. With truth comes danger. The betrayer will not let go easily. When their mask begins to slip, they may strike in words, in actions, in manipulations. They may try to turn others against you. They may attempt to twist the truth
until you doubt your own soul. This is why I give you the final warning. Stand firm, cling to the light. Do not let their shadow consume your vision. Do not let fear silence you, for when the storm breaks, your strength will decide whether you rise or fall. Child, I, Michael, speak to you with the fire of heaven. The time is short, the thread is tight, the hour is near, and there is no turning back. Prepare yourself, for the death tied to your story will no longer remain hidden. The betrayer will no longer remain disguised. The whispers will no longer remain soft. The storm is coming. The collision of their ending and your beginning is about to unfold before your very eyes. This is the final warning. Remember it when the darkness trembles before you. Remember it when the betrayer's mask falls. Remember it when the whispers of the dead become thunder. Do not be afraid, for though shadows rise, the light of heaven walks beside you, and I, Michael, will not leave you.
Child of light, you have heard the final warning. And now, look around you. Do you not feel it? The world itself begins to shift. The air grows heavy, the silence sharp, the hours restless. This is no ordinary change. This is the gathering storm. Storms do not arrive suddenly. First, the winds shift. The sky darkens. The earth grows still. So it is with destiny. Before truth strikes, life begins to stir with unexplainable movements. People around you will act strangely. Paths will cross that were never meant to cross. Secrets will tremble at the edge of exposure. Accidents, delays, meetings, coincidences, all of them weaving together, building pressure like clouds heavy with rain. This is not chaos, it is orchestration. The hand of heaven moving pieces into place. You may notice conversations that seem too sharp, eyes watching you longer than before, doors opening and closing in ways that feel unnatural. You may feel drawn to certain places as if an invisible hand is guiding your steps. Child, this is the storm gathering. It pulls everything, the whispers of the dead, the trembling of the betrayer, the readiness of your soul, into one unstoppable force. The betrayer feels it too. Though they may not speak it, their spirit senses the storm. Their words become unstable. Their actions betray their fear. They will grow restless, angry without reason, silent without cause. Why? Because the mask is cracking and they know their exposure is near. The storm does not allow them to hide much longer. And the soul who lingers, their presence grows stronger in this storm. You will dream with greater clarity. You will feel sudden chills, see repeating numbers, hear words spoken twice, as if the universe itself is echoing the same truth. The dead are not silent now. They are urgent. For they know the storm is their moment of justice, their chance to connect their ending to your life completely. Their whispers will not cease until you understand. And you, child, you will feel torn in every direction. One part of you will long to run, to escape the weight pressing upon you. Another part of you will feel a fire within, urging you to confront what lies ahead.
This is the storm within you, mirroring the storm around you, and it will only grow stronger until revelation splits it open. I, Michael, tell you, do not fear the gathering storm. Yes, it shakes. Yes, it unsettles. Yes, it pulls at every corner of your life. But storms are not sent to destroy. Storms are sent to clear, to wash away, to purify. The storm that comes for you is fierce, but it carries truth within its winds. And though it may tear down false walls, it will leave you standing on the foundation of light. So be still in your soul. Do not panic when the winds rise. Do not despair when shadows tremble. For the gathering storm is not your end. It is the beginning of your awakening. It is the hour when all threads, all signs, all betrayals, all whispers of the dead are pulled into one destiny. And child, that destiny is almost upon you.
Child of light, the storm has gathered. The air is heavy with destiny. And now it begins. The betrayer who has hidden in plain sight, who has walked beside you with false affection, who has smiled while carrying a shadow in their heart. Their mask can no longer hold. The cracks begin to show. A mask, child, is never eternal. It may deceive for days, for months, even for years. But when heaven declares revelation, no mask survives the storm. Watch carefully. The betrayer's voice will falter. Words once smooth will stumble. Their eyes will shift more often. Their laughter will sound hollow. Their kindness will feel forced. You will notice it not once, but again and again, as if the universe itself is pointing, saying, "Look here, look closer. Do you see it now?" They will grow uneasy in your presence. Why? Because the light of truth already surrounds you. It burns against their shadow. They will sense it and they will flinch. Some will grow angry without reason, pushing you away. Others will cling too tightly, as if fear drives them to control you. But in both ways, child, the cracks are there. Do not ignore them. And when you are alone, their image will haunt you. Your dreams may reveal them. Your thoughts may circle back to them. Your spirit will not rest in their company. This is not your imagination. This is revelation beginning. The soul who died whispers louder now, pointing your gaze toward the very face that walks in betrayal. But remember this, child of light. The cracking of the mask is only the beginning. It will not fall all at once. No, it will break piece by piece. A careless slip of the tongue, a secret revealed by accident, a truth that escapes in their weakness. Each crack is a sign. Each fracture is heaven's hand pulling truth closer. And though you may doubt, though you may think, "Perhaps I imagine it," you are not mistaken. The spirit within you knows truth before the mind accepts it. I, Michael, warn you. Do not confront them too quickly. Do not reveal all that you see. For in desperation,
the betrayer may strike, with words, with deception, even with harm. Instead, watch, listen, wait. The storm will finish what it began. The mask will not only crack, it will collapse. And when it does, the shadow they carried in silence will stand exposed before you. This hour will wound you, child, because to see the betrayer unmasked is to feel the sting of broken trust. But know this, the wound is also your awakening. For once the mask falls, you will no longer be chained by lies. You will see who truly walks in light and who has always hidden in darkness. Be strong. Do not look away when the cracks widen. Do not run from what you see. For truth cannot be undone once it rises. The betrayer will tremble. Their shadow will scream. But your soul, wrapped in the armor of heaven, will stand firm. Child of light, the mask is cracking. The truth is breaking through. And soon, the face of the betrayer will be revealed.
Child of light, the hour has come. The storm no longer whispers, it roars. The shadows you have felt pressing at your door, the unease you have carried in your chest, the unseen eyes watching you in silence, all converge now into one truth. You asked, who is it? Who hides behind the mask? I will not keep the veil upon your eyes any longer. The betrayer is not far from you. They are not a stranger, not a distant enemy. No, they are close, closer than your mind dares to believe. The one tied to your story, the one bound to the death you do not yet understand, is someone who has stood in your circle, someone who carries your laughter in memory, who has shared bread at your table, who knows the corners of your soul. This is why the wound cuts so deep, for betrayal does not come from afar, but from near. And child, you must face this. The one you trusted was the one who carried the shadow. Do you feel the chill, that sudden tightness in your chest as I speak? That is not fear, it is recognition. Your spirit already knows the name. You may deny it, you may push it away, but the truth is pressing. You have always sensed it, but never wanted to believe. The death that binds to your story, the soul that whispers through the veil, did not pass by chance. Their end was not accident. It was the hand of betrayal that set the chain in motion. The betrayer may not have spilled blood directly, but their choices, their silence, their deceit, it opened the door, it left the soul vulnerable, and in that crack, darkness entered. So the death you mourn, the loss you feel but do not yet fully understand, was born of betrayal. And the betrayer is the very one who smiles at you still. Do not look away now, child. Do not comfort yourself with denial. Truth, though sharp, is also freedom. The face in the shadows belongs to one you know. Their footsteps echo in your past. Their shadow touches your present. But heaven declares their lies will not follow you into your future.
In the coming nights, signs will sharpen. Their words will betray them. Their eyes will avoid yours. The spirit of the one who died will stand closer, pushing your heart to see. You will feel restless near them. Your soul will whisper, "This is the one. This is the shadow." When that hour comes, do not run. Stand in the fire of truth. Their mask has fallen. Their face is revealed. And though the sight will wound you, it will also heal you. For finally, the web of deception ends. Child of light, do not be afraid, for you are not alone in this unveiling. I, Michael, stand at your side. The sword of heaven cuts through all lies. The betrayer's shadow cannot stand against it. And the soul who died, the one bound to your story, will finally rest when truth is spoken. The face in the shadows is revealed. Now the question remains, what will you do with it?
Child of light, you have seen the face in the shadows. The veil is gone, and now your heart feels the weight of it. Trust that sacred thread that bound you to them is torn, shattered into pieces too sharp to hold. Every memory you shared with them now trembles with doubt. The laughter feels hollow. The promises echo false. And you ask yourself, was it ever real? Did they ever truly care? Or was I walking with a mask all along? Hear me. This pain is not weakness. It is awakening. The breaking of trust is a wound, yes, but it is also the light that enters, showing what was hidden. You feel betrayed not only by their hand, but by the universe itself. For you trusted freely, you loved purely, and now you carry scars for it. You whisper, "Why me? Why was I blind?" But child, understand, blind you were not. Your spirit knew all along. It was mercy that shielded you until the hour was right. For had you seen sooner, the grief may have destroyed you. Now you are stronger. Now you are ready. The shattered trust is not the end of your story. It is the breaking of chains. Chains that tied you to false love, chains that bound you to deception, chains that kept the soul who died from resting. For listen, their death, that soul bound to your story, cries out still. They whisper in the silence of your nights, not to haunt you, but to guide you. And they cannot rest until truth stands fully in the open. You wonder now, what do you do with this truth? Do you confront them? Do you expose them? Do you forgive? Or do you cut them from your life forever? These choices weigh heavy, but know this: heaven has already judged. The betrayer has written their fate by their own hand. It is not for you to carry their punishment. It is for you to release yourself from their grip. Shattered trust does not mean shattered destiny. Your path is still rising, even through the ashes. Listen closely, child. The night ahead will test you. You will be tempted to return to them, to believe their words, to let the mask fool you again. But remember the face I showed you. Remember the death that was tied to their actions. Remember the weight in your chest when I spoke their truth. That is your shield. That is your compass. Let no sweet word, no false tear pull you back into their snare, for the betrayer does not deserve your chains any longer.
Now you stand at a crossroads of spirit. On one side, pain, yet freedom. On the other, comfort, yet bondage. What will you choose? The path of truth is narrow, lonely at first, but it is the road that leads to light. And know this, though trust is shattered, you are not broken. You are awakening. You are rising. And child of light, your story is not ending here. It is only beginning.
Child of light, you have walked through shadows, through betrayal, through grief, through shattered trust. You have seen the face of the betrayer. You have heard the whisper of the dead. You have endured the storm of truth. And now the path bends to its end, and yet its end is only the beginning. Listen well. The soul who died is no longer restless. Their whispers are no longer cries, but blessings. They thank you. They release you. For their story and your story, once tangled in pain, are now set free in light. Do you feel it? The air has shifted. The burden in your chest begins to lift. This is not illusion. This is the seal of heaven itself. The chains are broken. And what of the betrayer? Their mask is gone. Their shadow is revealed. Their fate is sealed. No matter how they hide, heaven has written judgment upon their soul. You need not fear them. You need not fight them, for shadows consume themselves when light refuses to bow. And you, child, you stand reborn. Yes, your trust was shattered. Yes, your heart was torn. But from the shards a weapon is forged. From the tears a flame is kindled. From the silence of the dead a voice rises within you. That voice is your spirit, untamed, unbroken, unstoppable. Your destiny is no longer tied to betrayal. Your destiny is no longer tied to death. Your destiny is written in fire and light, and heaven itself watches with pride. Carry this truth with you. You are not the victim of this story. You are its survivor. You are its warrior. You are its chosen vessel of strength. When you walk now, walk with head lifted. When you speak now, speak with the authority of one who has seen death and yet still breathes light. When you love again, love not with fear, but with the wisdom of one who knows shadows cannot overcome eternity. Child of light, I, Michael, guardian of heaven's armies, seal this word upon you. No betrayal shall bind you. No death shall haunt you. No shadow shall overcome you. For your story has crossed from darkness into dawn. Go now. Live unafraid. Walk in truth. Shine in strength. And remember, the one who died walks beside you no longer as a whisper, but as a star, guiding, watching, forever in light. Your tears were not wasted. Your pain was not in vain. Your story is not cursed, it is chosen. And though someone's death was once tied to you, today their spirit rejoices, for you have risen, and nothing, no shadow, no betrayal, no fear can ever chain you again.